So this is a short video showing you how to implement this presentation into a more effective professional learning instead of actually using the current professional developmental. Okay, so this first slide just an introduction. This is the bell ringer to kind of give teachers more questions, kind of like guide them through and get their head in the right space to be answer some of these questions here. So we start off with the current professional development model of more Get, where it's more instructor led. The quote here actually talks about the current professional development model. So what can we do to change that? So maybe we can actually use the 5 KENS principles to move to a more effective form of professional learning. And this talks about maybe more collaborative here. And answering that question, we think like, okay, basically the basic ideas of what are we trying to do ultimately to prepare students for a productive life and more of a job kind of thing. So what kind of jobs are they going to get? What kind of skills are needed in that job? In preparing students for the future, right? So what kind of things are they going to change, and what kind of skills are going to be new and actually we need to prepare them for? So in doing that, we think of like, oh, okay, we're going to be introducing a portfolio, and it's going to be the way we're going to be using to prepare the students for education and showing their kind of process or growth and learning here. So what is an e-portfolio? Then how it can be beneficial to students and teachers? And then more of this intro, what we found. And then how actually talking about like the actual implementation of the e-portfolio. And this next slide talks about the actual grade, specific levels. We're going to be using different portfolios to kind of like meet the students and their needs there. And then this talks about like short little checkups to be able to implement that. The administration is going to be meeting during conference times to help them make sure they're actually answering the questions, seeing how they're implementing in their classrooms, see if they're having any problem issues there. This talks about the different times, like they're meeting with their teams, their content teams or departments to be able to do that. And then talking about this KENS course we're creating, they can be doing it more asynchronously, or they actually needing more of a constant meeting with their team to work collaboratively accomplish this. And then to the idea of this last one are moving from a more current method of professional development to this more effective professional learning takes some time and energy to be able to do it. In this lesson, just having questions and thanking them for their time. Okay, and there's some different references here. But I would just want to talk about this actually in creating this. I've used the 3-column table here. It talks about learning goals, assessments, activities, which teachers can be using the assessments to find out how beneficial using e-portfolios are. And then this Canvas course I talked about, they can be asynchronously, independently learning, or is it more collaborative team effort kind of thing. And then also this is my website where it talks about like the why is it important to do this there? Why is it important to move to a more effective professional learning model? What is more like this training slide presentation I've created here, and then the how talks about like what I've been doing and resources I've been using to create this more effective method. That's it. Thanks for watching.